Hi guys, and welcome to episode 11 of season 2 of my Road to Glory. I'm Vic, and we will get straight into a game. Last episode we played a tournament and we got knocked out in the quarters, so we'll just play a couple of normal games, get ourselves all ready and go at it again in the next episode. We'll get drawn up against this team who are Sturridge and Abonlahor up front, which is a bit worrying. Juru at the back, awesome, get him, he's been really good for me. It's a solid team all round. If you're not too pace obsessed, Giggs is very good. But I get us off the mark with a big Adebayor header. A bit more cross abuse there if you were listening to what we were talking about in the last episode. This guy sort of didn't really play too much. He played the first half an hour, then he seemed to just wander off, and then he played a little bit here. There's nothing I can do really, just got to carry on, try and score. It can be tricky against the computer sometimes anyway, but yeah, so sometimes some of the clips he's playing in, some of the ones he sort of drifted away from. To be fair to him, he didn't keep pausing it or anything, so kudos for that. But yeah, he wasn't too interested. He kept playing 10 minutes and then not 10 minutes and all that sort of nonsense. So we go in at 3-0 at half time. After this episode, guys, we're making a signing, making a striker. So we get another header there with Adebayor. He's got the one attribute that's better than Balotelli is his heading stat actually. He's got something like 80 heading, and he's quite a big fella, so that's a good stat. Bit more messing around here, and Fletcher sticks it in to make it 5-0. I was going to just sit and wait with the ball at this point, because when I scored that goal he wasn't playing. But then he turned back up and he played the last 20 minutes or so, so fair enough to him. Oh no, he didn't. He might have, yeah. So he came back and so we did sort of play out the last 20 minutes, but nothing really happened, so I'll take the 5-0, which is usually a good coin return. Lots of shots actually as well when he weren't playing, so so the coins were good, I think. Yeah, we got over 1,000 coins for that, 1,036 coins. I'm not sure what the maximum you can get is, to be honest. I think it's something about 1,100. But 27 shots is why we got so many coins, I think, as well as 5-0, clean sheet, all that sort of stuff. And as you can see, here's the sign-in. I got a really nice PM from a subscriber who didn't want to be named, who sort of raved about Long. He told me to ignore the stats on his card, and he just said he was great. He said he was better than Defoe. He said he'd used Defoe and Shane Long, and much preferred Shane Long. So, you know, I'll give him a go. I've never tried him, and, you know, that's the good thing about this series. It's a chance for me to try players on your behalf. See if you like them. If I rave about them, try them out. And we get lucky against this guy. This guy has red chemistry. 4-star team, and it's not a bad team, but the 20 chemistry, how is that even possible? Every player but one in the wrong formation card. He's got midfielders playing centre back, everything. It's like a Man United team that Ferguson would pick. Shane Long, 5 minutes into his debut, look at that screamer. His shooting on his card is something like 65 or 69 or something. And that's what the guy told me to ignore, and that is why. Look at that. You can't knock it, you know. So, yeah, cards can be deceptive. There can be one thing letting down the card big time. Juru popping up with a big header there, as always. Amazing in the opposition box. A lot of people whinge about players like Crouch having really low heading stat on the card. Well, that's not really relevant, because all that is that Crouch hasn't got a good jumping stat, and that lowers the rest of the attribute on the card. And he doesn't really need to jump at 6'6". His heading stats are fine, it's just his jumping's low, so on the actual card it looks worse than it is. If you take a look at what happened here, my guy got tripped up. A little tip: if you see that your opponent is taking a run up to do the throw, it means he's probably throwing it past the person he's facing. And I spotted that and sort of charged up to get the ball, and when I nicked it off the defender, he unfortunately brought me down, and that is why we got the penalty. Little dinky penalty. That's the RB button and shoot. I actually get thrown to the floor again here, Fletcher, and it's always a little bit interesting. Second penalty of the game, because he's seen my first penalty, so I thought I better put this somewhere different. So put it in the bottom corner. He did stay still actually, so if I had tried the same trick again, wouldn't have worked. So yeah, I would recommend putting your second penalty of the game elsewhere. Yeah, so check out the actual player's stats, not just the stats on his card. For example, Shane Long might have really good long shooting and all that sort of thing, but might just be one thing, like his finishing, which is his shooting in the box or something like that, that's a bit lower, or his curve might be really low or something like that, which is affecting his card stat, but his actual shooting might be fine, and that seems to be the case with Shane Long. He seems he's playing well for me, so that is what that could be. If you saw there, I tripped a guy up and he buried the penalty. This is another one where I've died the right way and still not got it, but I've actually read on the forums that that's a bit of a tactic now. A tactic just to press a little bit left, just press a little bit left on the penalty and the goalie jumps past it. It's a bit of a tactic people are using now, so try that out if you want. Who else but Juru from the corner there, getting the head. Cheeky little lob and a diving header from Balotelli. I've been trying to do some bicycle kicks with the left trigger and double tapping shoot, or L2 and double tapping shoot if you're on PlayStation. And you get all kinds of crazy stuff like headers like that and stuff if you do it. Another goal here, another one of those finesse scoops. He'd lost it at this point, he was just going nuts, throwing his keeper out, all sorts, and I was trying to score some good goals and stuff, didn't quite pay off, but we'll take 7-1, another big win. And obviously should be quite a few coins for that as well. Conceded a goal, so we lose the clean sheet bonus, but we'll still get plenty of coins for that. Next episode, guys, I'll get straight back into the tournaments, a couple of signings possibly as well, to help our chances in that, and we'll go at it again. I'll break it down into first round, quarter final, and then next episode semis. Cheers, guys, bye.